Welcome back, everyone, to the Coffee Break Catch-Up series featuring women from the First Fridays network created by the Irish Secretariat's office in Belfast. I'm Amanda Ferguson, and my guest today is Lindsay Robinson. Welcome, Lindsay.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
And Lindsay is the creator of the Have You Seen That Girl online movement for mums, and she's a maternal mental health campaigner and also a mother of one. Now, could you talk to us a little bit, Lindsay, about the progress that's been made on the maternal mental health campaign?
Sure. So you remember, maybe if you were with me a few months ago, I was sharing with the group that we have been campaigning for specialist services for mums here in Northern Ireland, and we're on the crux, hopefully, of some really good news. At the minute, a business case has been made with the Public Health Agency, and right now it is with the Department of Health, having been finalised, and we are hoping that it is going to reach the desk of the Health Minister, Robin Swan, very soon, and that he will sign that off. And that will mean that there will be specialist services in each of the 5 health trusts, hopefully from next March or April. So that is huge news and hugely significant for the mental health of mums and their families here in Northern Ireland.
That all sounds very positive, Lindsay. Just regarding COVID, I know you've been doing a good bit of research into the impact that COVID and the restrictions and everything that we've all been going through over this last year has had on mothers' maternal mental health. Could you talk to us a little bit about what you found?
Yes, I mean, there has been a huge impact on mums and families' mental health. Alongside the Maternal Mental Health Alliance, I put out a call to see if mums would like to share a little bit of their story about how they found these last few months, and I was inundated with mums sharing their experiences. Many have struggled with isolation. Obviously, they haven't been able to get out and about, meaning that their little one hasn't even been able to socialise or see granny and granda. And so that it takes a village to raise a child has not been happening at all, even if it wasn't really happening before. There's been lots of issues around mums struggling with birth and birth trauma, particularly because they aren't able to have their partners with them through the antenatal period for scans, and then also through some of the particular difficult times maybe get after giving birth. And so lots of mums and dads and families are struggling with that, and just the whole anxiety, I think, around being a new mum, being on your own at times, not having that support network around you in the way that you had hoped or planned, and maybe just these first few months not being as you had dreamed they would be, has had a real impact on all mums in lots of different ways, and then also of course on their infants and any other family members, and as well on their partners. So it's definitely been a difficult time, there's no doubt about that, but as I always try and say, there is hope and there is support. So to any mum who is struggling, please know you're not alone, and there are lots of groups and communities out there that you can connect in with online as much as anything at the minute.
And I'm not a mother, but I am an ace auntie, according to my mug. But I understand from the people that I know who are mothers and fathers that homeschooling was a bit of a challenge over the lockdown periods. How did you find it?
Yeah, if I was to get a report card for my homeschooling, it would be a fail. I really struggled with it. I had great plans in the first week. I had everything sort of set out in a schedule made, and I thought I was going to be superwoman, and by the end of it I was exhausted, and my little boy was exhausted as well. It didn't go as we hoped or planned. We limped through it. We had some good days and some bad days, but I'm thankful that Ruben is back at school. I'm thankful he's back with his friends. I'm thankful he's back with his teacher, and now we're back to the drama every week with homework, but at least that's not school work as well. Mum's had to say it.
And just on a wider point around the different strategies that maybe you found to cope during the restrictions, and obviously we know that restrictions are ongoing, have you any top tips for how you've kept yourself together during this challenging time?
Well, I have particularly even this last couple of weeks began to once again feel the 4 walls creeping in, particularly because we are spending so much time at home. And so I've gone back again to trying to get out every day for a walk around the block. And on that walk, I've met people, neighbours and friends, and had a bit of a chit chat. And on days when I haven't done that, I've made myself go outside in the back garden and sit with a cup of tea and just maybe practice some mindfulness. So thinking about what I can hear, what I can smell, what I can feel, and trying again just to ground myself into nature, because I do really find if I'm stuck in the house for for a lot of the time, that makes me feel an awful lot worse. And the other thing I think we've all had to learn is don't be too hard on ourselves. I think we're our own worst enemies at times. This is a difficult season. It's a different season to anything we've ever experienced before. So go easy on yourself and go easy on those around you and find what works for you. And that's what we've been trying to do, myself and then as a family, to keep ourselves going these last few months.
We know that people have been reflecting on their own lives and reflecting on their own experiences this year. Is there anything that you feel like, one thing perhaps that 2020's taught you that you're grateful for?
I think I really been reminded how important community and connection is. And I think we thought we knew that before this year, but actually when some of the things have been stripped away, like being able to see your friends and your family as you'd always expect it, you realize how important and how powerful that is. And it's taught me really to be grateful and thankful for those friends and family that I do have in my life, and to look for different creative ways to stay in touch. And so this might be around for a little bit longer, but actually there are real ways that we can continue to be community to each other. And actually it really is vital. That is what keeps me going and keeps my mental health well, especially on the hard days.
Okay, and we know that through the First Fridays network and indeed your own, Have You Seen That Girl, the power and the support and the comfort and the fun as well that there is through networks of women. Can you describe to me a little bit about how important that is to you? And also, if people wanted to find out a little bit more about the work you're doing, all those online details would be great as well.
Fantastic. Well, it's all online at haveyouseenthatgirl.com and across a few different social media sites, but come to the website and you'll find out all that we're up to there. And yes, absolutely. I think for me, that is the most positive thing that's come out of Have You Seen That Girl? I have met people I would never have met had I not been doing the work I'm doing. And those people keep me going, whether it's funny chit chats late at night, whether it's advice and they've been in the same situation, or just that feeling like I am not alone. Somebody else is walking this path with me, or somebody else has been there before. And those are all really vital. It's actually why I keep going on the hard days. Those people I have met online and through those communities are the reason I do what I do. And so I'm so thankful for them, and I'm thankful for the friends that I have made that probably might not have crossed my path had I not been in this time and season. So big thank you to all of them, and I suppose to everybody who makes community possible this way.
That's great, Lindsay. Thank you very much for talking to me today, taking time out from your busy schedule to talk to the First Fridays Network. We'll be back again next week talking to another amazing woman from our community. Thank you.